Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Tarot with Talia. This is a love reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of January 2026. Pisces, thank you so much for visiting my channel. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm even more excited to read for you. Pisces, I've pulled 3 initial tarot cards for you. First, we have the Devil card. Next, the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and I've pulled 1 card from the Romance Angels deck, which says Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So Pisces, just to tell you a little bit about my style of reading, I do pick up things intuitively based on the energy that I'm getting from the cards and from my spirit guides. And I also read the way that I depict the tarot cards. So let's get started here. I can tell from the first 3 initial cards that I've picked for you that this is somewhat of a recent past, present, and future reading for you. Which I love these because I feel like it kind of allows me to give you some guidance along the way as to how to handle the things you've dealt with in the recent past, what you're currently dealing with, and possibly what the spirit guides want you to know moving forward. So Pisces, with this Devil card, there's a possibility in the recent past that some of you have been dealing with a very struggling relationship. I feel you were with a partner that you deeply cared for, but you also felt that it was toxic, possibly emotionally draining. You two were very much into each other, but it could have been more of a physical attraction, and everything else just really did not seem to align with this Devil card. I've also picked some clarifiers for each card, and the card that is clarifying the Devil is the 5 of Cups. This can definitely represent you, Pisces, as a water sign because cups represent water. But this is you feeling like you've had it. You know, you're kind of regretful over maybe how much time and effort you spent trying to make this relationship work. It has just gotten so overwhelming for you that it's put you in the energy of the 10 of Wands. You may have felt going through this relationship that there were a lot of things you were carrying that you shouldn't have had to carry on your own. It became a burden on you. It's a possibility that it could have been the finances. Maybe you were covering a majority of the bills. Maybe oftentimes when there was an argument, you found yourself being the bigger person and having to be the one to apologize or try to make things right first, and your partner may have played victim. It could have been anything, Pisces, but whatever it was just too much for one person to carry. The good thing about it is that it is a 10 of Wands. So that means that it's either coming to an end or it has come to an end. But the process of it coming to an end could have felt kind of slow with this Page of Pentacles. This can also go back to the finances piece where for some of you, you may have lived with your partner and your household could have gone from a 2-income household to a 1. Where you're covering things that typically you would split with your partner. This Page of Pentacles could also represent that for some of you, a child was affected by this split up or this breakup. You could have also been dating someone younger than you, Pisces. You could have been dating an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn. Or you could actually be the younger person, but feeling like you have to play the bigger role. Maybe you felt like your partner, if they were older than you, wasn't as responsible as you thought they should be at their age. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles. This could represent you in the energy of the King of Pentacles, being the one in the relationship that was more methodical about your movement. You thought through things before you made a decision. You were more financially sound and stable. It could also be vice versa, Pisces, where this was your partner. Your partner could have felt that you were more so the Page of Pentacles and may have had difficulty bonding or moving forward with you because of a huge age gap. Now, that's for a small group of you. That just came to me that your partner could have been anywhere from 10 to 20 years of an age gap, is what I'm feeling. And sometimes those relationships work and then other times they don't. You know, there's a lot of differences in personalities and experiences when it comes to an age gap like that. That could apply to you, Pisces. And clarifying the King of Pentacles, we have a Queen of Swords. Intuitively, I'm not feeling that this is another person. I'm picking up two different things here, though. The first thing I pick up is Pisces. This is your energy. Basically, you popped off on this person. Whatever it was that led to your split, you finally had it and you let them know that you were over it. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm not dealing with this nonsense. I'm through. You are possibly the person that called it off, Pisces. And if you felt that that was the right decision, then absolutely stand in your right and in your choice that you made. And it possibly took you to be in the energy of the Queen of Swords because she's the no-nonsense queen. And you may have been feeling like in this relationship for a while, Pisces, you've been putting up with a lot of crap because of your emotions that you had tied to this person, ran very deep. But once Pisces is fed up, oh, they don't have a problem letting you know. And I feel like that's the energy you were probably in, Pisces. Another thing I am picking up is, like I said, for a very small group of you, this could have been another person, Pisces. I'm not feeling like this is another person that you brought into your relationship. This could be someone that was already in your circle that you kind of had a side eye on because you didn't trust them. And it's a possibility that this person interfered or your partner allowed this person to interfere in your relationship in some way. And that is part of the reason for the relationship ending. And that's just for some of you. Let me know in the comments if that applied, because that just kind of came to me out of nowhere. Let's move on to the Ace of Swords. So, like I said, you have the Devil card, which I feel is representing the past, the recent past, but the past nonetheless. The Ace of Swords represents the current situation, is what I feel, Pisces. Which means you are moving on. If you're haven't moved on already, you're going to. If you've already moved on, you are already open to new possibilities and setting new goals and achieving some of these goals. And you are not trying to look back on that previous relationship. That Ace of Swords is being clarified with the Ace of Cups. This is very much you, Pisces, because it is a Cups card. And this is just showing that regardless of how this relationship may have ended, you still have a lot more love to give. You may already have found someone else that you are giving your love to. If you are with someone else, it's a possibility that this person lives a distance from you, because the Ace of Cups is being clarified by the Eight of Wands. They could live a distance from you. You could be traveling to them. They could be traveling to you. Or maybe you two met online. This could represent online communication, social media, anything through the internet, email exchange. But you feel closely connected to this person, I feel, Pisces, if you have met someone. If you haven't met someone, Pisces, you're open to it with this Eight of Wands. You're possibly talking to multiple people, just getting out there, trying to test the waters and see what's out there. For some of you out here, I'm going to give it another shot with online dating. Some of you may be on multiple online dating websites, setting up your profiles, people swiping right on you, or it's been a while since I've been on it. Is right meaning they want you and left meaning they don't? Let me know because I forget. But I feel like you're very popular if you do have one of these social media accounts for online dating. You're getting a lot of hits, a lot of likes, a lot of heart emojis and things like that. And people are really interested in you. But sometimes knowing, that so many people are interested and you have a lot of choices can be overwhelming, Pisces, with this Four of Swords. This is you feeling like, you know what? My options are going to be that I just need a break. I need a break. I'm going to take some time to myself, do some things that I enjoy. Or maybe this means, Pisces, that if you are doing online dating, or if you are dating or talking to, getting to know multiple people, you're taking a break from that and deciding to make an offer to one special person. Or someone could be doing this to you, Pisces, with this Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can definitely represent some form of an offer that is related to love, relationships, getting to know someone. It is a cup card, so this could be you making that offer, Pisces. It could be someone making this to you. Again, I have to point out the page can represent a younger person. If you are not the younger person, you could be attracting someone younger than you. If you are the younger person, then the person that is attracted to you is likely older. But you're not allowing what happened in your past relationships to slow you down. You're definitely open to the new beginnings with this World card. And Pisces, that's the type of energy that you guys possess because you're the fish. Fishes usually, they don't stay in one place too long. And they have really good senses of when it's time to get the hell on, like move. It's time to go, And so you're on to something new here, a new beginning. And I think this will be good for you. I like that I'm getting the energy that you are being more open to new things. I'm hearing for a lot of you, self-care is what I'm hearing. This Page of Cups could be representative of self-care, loving yourself, and only wanting to bring in the people that are going to add good vibes to your life, whatever your plans are for the near future. This honeymoon card does not have to represent an actual honeymoon between a married couple, because I'm not getting that here. And it doesn't have to represent that. This could be you, Pisces, deciding to travel out of the country, maybe for the first time. Finally, you're going to stop putting the things aside that you've dreamed of doing and start making plans and actually doing them. I feel like for some of you in your past relationship, it really held you back from doing what you wanted to as far as exploring different places, different foods, different ventures. And it could have been because the person you were with, they just weren't open to any of those things. Maybe they were a homebody. Maybe they didn't have the dream and aspirations that you had. They weren't goal oriented. And I feel for the Pisces I'm reading for that you are. The person you were previously with may have been the opposite of you. But don't lose out on this honeymoon. This could be a renewal phase for you, Pisces. After going through such a tough relationship, you're due and you deserve a break. This could allow you to clear your head, to, finally settle on what it is that truly makes you happy. Sometimes it takes a good getaway just to do all of that. Get away from your surroundings, all the things that you are used to, and some of the things that can be holding you down. Moving on to the Two of Wands. This could represent you actually making the choice of what you want to do next. You likely have more than one choice, two choices being represented by this card. One of the paths could be a longer one. One of the paths could hold more obstacles. If it's goals, one path could require more of you to do and the other require less. But you're trying to figure out the best route for you when it comes to this Two of Wands. And I feel like, Pisces, some of you are currently doing this, but what you don't want to do, trying to figure out how you need to move forward with your goals, is to stay in that thought process too long. At some point, you need to make a move. You need to make a decision, because you could end up in the energy of the Four of Cups, where you are kind of being a little, or feeling a little bored, unable to really make a decision. You possibly have options in front of you as to what you should do and how you should do it. If you see in the Four of Cups, there's 3 cups there beside the individual in the card, and then there's the hand of God coming down and offering an even bigger cup. But you're not satisfied with the offers that you might be getting. When it comes to love and relationships, Pisces, this could be the case. Those cups can represent different people who are trying to pursue you currently, or even in the future. If this is not happening yet, this could be happening in the future. You could have several suitors and just, none of them are really checking your boxes. And it could be because with your recent relationship that ended, you're just not in the mindset of wanting to start something serious yet. With this Hierophant, you may decide that, you want to talk things over with someone who is wiser than you. This could be a grandparent. This could be an older friend. This could be a mentor, a pastor, you name it. But you have a support system when it comes to being able to turn to someone and talk to them about any issues that you may feel like you're having in any area of your life. This could be a wiser person that you confide in when your relationship ended. And I feel like if this is a person, this is someone real good to have in your circle. I feel like whoever this is offering you great advice, and you're going to accept it, and the outcome will be the Ace of Pentacles. It's a possibility that this Hierophant could be an older person that you decide to start dating. I keep getting the feeling that for a lot of you Pisces, you could be dating someone that is in a bigger age gap than you, and which is totally fine, but I'm just picking up on that. Please let me know in the comments if that applies to any of you that are watching this. But with this Ace of Pentacles, the outcome of the choice you make from that Two of Wands is going to be very successful for you. Whether it be a new job that you're choosing, maybe you are deciding to move, relocate, leave the country for good. Some of you, I'm feeling, might want to do that. That's going to work out for you. And I feel that along the way, there's a possibility that you could probably meet someone. With this Lovers card, you may meet someone that actually fits what you're looking for. They light your fire. They do more than just provide the physical for you. They, stimulate your mind. You can have really deep, meaningful conversations with this person. This can definitely represent that the two of you are compatible physically. I do have to say, for some of you, if this Lovers card represents multiple people that you are dating or that you are being intimate with, to always be careful, protect yourself, be smart about your decisions. Some of you Pisces, I do have to put out there, y'all outside. Y'all are outside. When y'all left that previous relationship, you were like, I'm done. I've been with this person for a long time and I am done being in a relationship. I'm newly single. I'm about to be out here and meet whoever is ready to meet me, because I'm outside. Like, I'm ready for something new. But that energy, though it's great to have, it's not long lasting. At some point, Pisces, if this is you, you're going to feel like you need to slow it down a bit with this Hermit card. You're going to feel like you kind of want to withdraw from the crowds a little bit. You're going to get back on your goals. You're not going to stray too far away. If this is you, Pisces, and, currently or in the future, you have all these goals and stuff you've been focusing on. You've been working hard. You've been, achieving things, mastering new skills. I do feel like a lot of you Pisces are working on new stuff. And it is going to be successful because you're really putting your all into it. But then at some point, with this Lovers card, this Hierophant, some of you are going to take a break and be outside, be partying, traveling, hanging out with your friends, all of those things. But you're going to be responsible about it. You're going to bounce back, and you might close yourself off a little bit so you can refocus with this Hermit card. Refocus on the things that you feel are important in maintaining the lifestyle that you want or creating the lifestyle that you want to live. Clarifying the Hermit card is the King of Swords. Now, this could actually represent you, Pisces, if you are deciding that you want to move into a new role as far as your career. This could be some type of role that may be government related. It could be law enforcement. It could be some kind of role that requires you to wear uniform. But you take what you do as your career in the energy of this King of Swords very seriously. And the gender does not matter in tarot. Whether you're male, female, or you identify as neither, it doesn't matter. This can still apply to you because you can be in the energy of other signs. This just means, Pisces, that you are going to be very serious about you and about your stability. And I feel like you have taken the time as this Hermit and has contemplated every little thing, any issue, any error, any obstacle that happened in your previous relationship, because I feel for a lot of you that it was a pretty rough one. You don't want to go back to that ever again. You want to make sure that you avoid relationships like that at all costs. And in this energy, I feel that you will, Pisces. I think you are very much on your way to where you want to be in your life, preparing yourself for the right partner, being open, which is usually not a problem for Pisces, in my opinion. Most Pisces I know, you guys are open as long as someone is willing to receive it, but you don't have a problem getting the hell out of the way if they don't. Pisces, thank you so much for coming to my channel. I'm so glad I got to read for you. I really enjoyed this reading for you. I really do hope that you come back for me to read for you again in the month of February. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this reading. And I hope to see you next time, Pisces. Bye.